Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a huge shift in how we think about success, especially in the age of AI. It turns out who you are is becoming way more important than what you know. Let's get into why the old playbook just doesn't work anymore and figure out what the new rules are. Okay, just take a second and really think about this quote. It's from Dr. Po Shenlo, a professor at Carnegie Mellon, and it really hits at the core of a massive crisis in education. Seriously, if an AI can do all the stuff we're teaching, what is the point? What are we actually preparing our kids for? It's a huge question, and we need to figure it out like yesterday. You know the game we've all been playing for generations, right? Get the best grades, ace the tests, get the fancy degree. Well, guess what? AI is flipping the whole board over, and that entire system is starting to look really, really fragile. And the crazy thing is how fast all of this is happening. I mean, AI isn't just some new app on your phone. It's completely demolishing the very metrics we've used to measure intelligence for decades. It's passing university-level exams with flying colors. At the same time, you've got these tiny, undetectable cheating devices that make test scores almost meaningless. The old ways of measuring who's smart are frankly broken. So get this, Dr. Lowe tells this story where he gives ChatGPT a pretty standard calculus problem. He expected a boring, by-the-book answer, but instead the AI came up with this beautiful, creative, elegant shortcut, the kind of solution you'd expect from a genius mathematician. So when the machine is not just solving our problems, but doing it more creatively than we can, we have to stop and ask, what is it that we as humans uniquely bring to the table?
So, if intelligence and skills can just be handed off to an algorithm, what's left for us? What becomes the most important thing we have? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, but it changes everything. It's our character.
And this is exactly why this is so critical right now. As our technology gets unbelievably powerful, our values, they're not just some soft skill anymore. They are an essential safeguard for civilization. Think about it. A brilliant mind without a moral compass isn't just a problem, it's an existential threat. What we need then is a whole new way of thinking, a framework that puts our humanity right at the center of what we value. The goal isn't just to build smarter students anymore. It's to raise better human beings.
All right, so what does this character first idea actually look like? How does it work in the real world? Well, it's built on three fundamental pillars, three core traits that are going to be essential for anyone to thrive in this new world.
The very first pillar is altruism. And it all begins with a simple but profound idea, genuinely caring about other people. This right here is the real starting line for any kind of meaningful innovation. It's about shifting your entire focus from me to we, to actually feel the problems other people are facing. Because without that empathy, you're just cooking up solutions in a vacuum, solving problems nobody actually has. And Dr. Lowe is dead serious about this. This is what he tells his own children if he catches them being mean or selfish. Just let that sink in. It's a powerful, maybe even shocking reminder that being a decent person isn't optional. It comes before everything else, before any skill you could possibly learn. Okay, the second pillar. This one is all about finding a purpose, a mission that's bigger than just yourself. You see how this just completely flips the script on why we work or learn? It stops being about gaming the system to get a higher salary or a better title. Instead, it becomes this long-term mission to actually make a contribution. And that kind of motivation, that kind of drive, is way more durable in a world where everything is constantly changing. And look, this isn't just some feel-good philosophy. There's a really practical side to it. In a world where AI can do a task, the safest and smartest thing you can be is a person who creates value for other people. If your whole focus is on solving real problems for real human beings, you will always, always be valuable. And that brings us to the final pillar, perseverance. This is that grit, that mental toughness you need for deep, meaningful work. The one thing AI really can't fake. This is so countercultural right now, isn't it? We live in a world of instant answers. But this is about the willingness to just sit with a problem, to be uncomfortable, to not know the answer right away. That struggle, that's not a bug in the system. It's the whole point. It's the feature. That's where the real breakthroughs happen. And this is where it all connects back. When that perseverance is aimed at a purpose you truly care about, the hard work itself starts to feel good. It becomes rewarding. And that's a kind of fulfillment you will never, ever get by taking a shortcut. Okay, so we've got these three huge ideas: altruism, purpose, and perseverance. But how do they actually come together? How does this become a real-world roadmap for the next generation?
See how perfectly these pieces lock into place? It starts with caring about others. That care helps you find a purpose. You use perseverance to work on that purpose and create something of real value. And when you do that over and over again, you build trust. And trust, well, trust is the ultimate currency. It always has been, and it always will be.
This right here, this is the whole mindset shift in a nutshell. We have to move away from this old zero-sum game of trying to extract as much value as possible from a system. The new game is a positive-sum one. The goal isn't to get the biggest slice of the pie for yourself, it's to work with others to make the whole pie bigger for everyone. So in the end, it all comes back to this one final question. As we try to prepare the next generation for a future that is, let's be honest, completely unpredictable, we have to realize something. Their humanity, their character, their empathy, their purpose, that's not just a nice little bonus. It's their single greatest asset. It is their ultimate competitive advantage.